Starch-rich foods for optimal brain function might not sound as glamorous as exotic supplements or miracle tonics, but they are the true behind-the-scenes heroes of mental clarity. The brain is a famously demanding organ. It represents only about 2% of our body weight, yet it consumes around 20% of our daily energy. And its fuel of choice? Glucose, which comes directly from carbohydrates. It's almost like the brain has a sweet tooth, but instead of candy, it prefers the steady supply of glucose that starch-rich foods deliver. From a bowl of rice to a humble potato, these foods act as reliable energy chargers, keeping our thoughts sharp and our moods balanced. When we eat starch-rich foods, enzymes quickly convert them into glucose, which enters the bloodstream and heads straight to the brain. This process influences memory, focus, and even creativity. A well-fed brain is like a well-lit room where you can find everything easily. On the other hand, depriving the brain of carbs is like cutting the power. Suddenly you're stumbling around in the dark, forgetting names, misplacing keys, and feeling irritable for no reason. It's not a coincidence that people on ultra-low-carb diets often report brain fog. Their brains are trying to function on backup fuel instead of the preferred, smooth-burning glucose. The role of starch in mood regulation is equally fascinating. Glucose availability helps the brain maintain levels of neurotransmitters like serotonin, which influences happiness and emotional stability. That explains why comfort foods, often carb-rich, can lift our spirits. Of course, the key is choosing starches that release glucose gradually, like whole grains, beans, and tubers, rather than those that cause quick spikes and crashes. With steady glucose supply, the brain remains in balance, promoting calm focus rather than jittery highs followed by energy slumps. It's like giving your neurons a steady Wi-Fi signal instead of forcing them to reload the page every 5 minutes. Across the lifespan, starch-rich foods play a role in cognitive health. In childhood, they support learning and memory formation, helping developing brains absorb new information. In adulthood, they keep mental performance stable for work, problem-solving, and social interaction. And in older age, maintaining a diet that includes balanced carbohydrates has been linked with reduced risk of cognitive decline. It's not magic, it's biology. When the brain has its favorite energy source in the right form, it simply performs better and ages more gracefully. The humorous twist is that while we chase expensive, brain-boosting pills, the real booster might be sitting in our kitchen pantry, disguised as a sack of potatoes. Starch doesn't advertise itself as brain food, but it does the job more reliably than any supplement promising instant genius. Imagine mitochondria inside brain cells cheering every time glucose arrives. They don't want a protein steakhouse or a fat-heavy buffet. They want their simple, reliable carbs. So if you're looking for sharper memory, better mood, and long-term cognitive vitality, starch-rich foods deserve a permanent seat at your table. They're not flashy, but they're faithful, delivering the energy that keeps your brain's light bulb shining bright from childhood spelling tests to late-life storytelling. In the grand theater of mental performance, carbs are the stagehands who keep everything running smoothly, proving that the secret to brain power might just be hidden in a spoonful of rice or a slice of warm bread.